And we live. Hey. Welcome to another episode of The Goalpost. I'm joined by Thabo and Ron Pipes. What's happening, gents?
What's up? How's it, man?
Yeah, I just have a question for you, Ron. Why Pipes at the end?
Yeah, I know that's a long story, but
A really long one, net dog.
don't worry. It's just by coincidence, but yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, I see you've got your tea and everything. Yeah, so let's get into it with gents. Hey, man, our team is moving like a big club, like this season. I don't know why, but hey, man, they're giving me butterflies, bro, especially as to how we're moving in the window, the sort of players that we have. And of course, last week, Saturday, we played Leeds. We played McFred. In my mind, I was like, McFred again. This dude all there ain't serious. But hey, man, we turned out to win, bro, quite comfortably. I mean, how's your take, guys, on that? Like, what's your take on the game? Like, were you guys satisfied? I know Ron captain Bruno Fernandes for fantasy, so I know for sure when you happy on your end, bro.
I was happy, yeah.
My side, I think it was good, Some of the players we spoke about in the previous episode came through, like Greenwood. One thing that also we I think we didn't touch base is the fans are back, playing with fans and Leeds. I think Leeds were just shocked. The second half, they were just all shocked. The fans just rallied upon the team, and at the end of the day, United did what they needed to do, especially at home. It's been a while since the fans have been watching the guys, and we deserve that. It was a great game from the guys.
Yeah, I think just like what Thabo was saying, I think obviously the fans being back in the stadium motivated the players a lot because they weren't just playing for points. They were actually playing for the fans because they could see the fans, they could hear them cheering. It was a lot for them. I think even somebody pointed it out during the week that I was watching something. Somebody pointed out that a lot of teams in the first week, because of them coming back to seeing fans and everything, they were attacking more than defending. They didn't mind leaving things open at the back, and they were more out there than anything. They wanted to make sure that the fans got everything, and they wanted to be excited, and they wanted to connect with the fans. And I think I'm super excited about how Man United played last weekend. Obviously, it's the first game out of 38, but it's still very, very promising and very it shows like there's actually something happening and it's changing. And I think obviously from here it's just about taking each game as it comes and managing the team and seeing what works, what doesn't work, I guess.
Oh yeah, and another thing, gents. Last season we went unbeaten away from home, right? We didn't lose a single game. Like that, part of the reasons why I actually brought up this thing that maybe this could be the year is because of if we can get our wins at home, bruh. If we could get as many points at home, because already away we seem to be very good at traveling away. I feel as if maybe we will cross the finish line. And when was the last time we won the league? Was it 9 years ago? 2012, when RVP came through and saved the day. Yeah, bro. So
I think so. When we still had Raphael, I think.
Listen to that. That was a while ago, man. Yeah. I know indeed. Yeah, guys, can we discuss Paul Pogba, guys? I'm Pogba FC. I've always been Pogba FC from the moment he left Man United. I've always been a huge fan of his. And right now, I mean, it seems as if he will stay this season. But do you guys think he will sign the team?
I think. Well, I'm definitely a fan of Pogba. Like I've been a fan of Pogba, so I'm like definitely Pogba in. I think Pogba is actually when I look at how he carried on playing in the last week's game, it's almost like he's just carrying on from the Euros when he was playing with France. I mean, he was amazing. It's almost like okay, let's carry on. Let's just carry on. That's it. And he was amazing. And it's reminding me a lot about the reasons why Man United signed him and how he was playing at Juventus and how he was making things go crazy there, lighting the whole stadium up. And we basically saw that last week when those full assists were literally just like amazing. So I think if we keep Pogba definitely and he's happy to stay, and you can see, I mean, who would play like that if they're not happy, you know? Unless it's just how he is, I don't know. But definitely, it adds a definite motivation if you're playing for a club that you want to play for. And you can see that the way he played and the way he celebrated those goals, the assists, that he definitely wants to stay. So I think it's just about probably contractual stuff that they need to obviously look at on their side. But in terms of him wanting to stay, I think he definitely wants to stay. I think after last week's performance, a lot of fans also want him to stay as well. And also, I mean, he's just class. It's undeniable. He's just class.
Yeah, I know he is. And you, Thabo, bro, are you also Pogba FC?
I'm a fan of Pogba, and I'm not a full Pogba FC. I'm a huge fan of Pogba, though. You know, I just have a issue with him, like in terms of consistency within the season. You know, as Ronald said, I think he wants to stay. He's having fun. It looked like he was having fun on day one of week one. So as long as the guys and everybody else are going to have fun and it's not going to be a pressurized season. I think, Nakona, one thing we also need to remember, there's no more Euros. So some people aren't fighting just to make a team immediately now. They're literally fighting to keep consistency, to show performance until the World Cup. So at the same time, Ronald said, Pogba left the Euros on a high. He came back on a high. Fans are showing him love. Look happy. All the players are looking happy. You know, just by seeing what they're doing within the week, what the club is doing on the outside, like behind the scenes. I think, Pogba, we're gonna keep him as long as they make him happy. I think we just need to get over the January transfers window, and I think we will definitely keep Pogba. He hasn't won something for a while, so it has to be.
Yeah, it has.
Through. Yeah, everybody's fighting for something. Everybody wants something. Bruno is going to take over Portugal as the go-to guy himself. So now we have two go-to guys on two class teams. They want to show off and say, yo, we can win something. Are we going to go for the treble? Are we going to go for the league? What is it?
Yeah, no doubt, bro. I echo your guys' sentiment, bro. And at the same time, bro, you do have the Pogba haters, Graham Souness. I'm not sure if you guys saw him again, as usual. You know, I really don't get a lot of these English pundits. You know, I feel like a lot of them are the way they are because, you know how English football is. It's all about passion. You know, it's all about, you know, it's aggressive. There's no technicality involved. You know, and as soon as you're a player who can express himself accordingly, you become like a scapegoat. Similar with Neymar. You know, the English media don't mess with Neymar at all. Like they just don't. It's because of how he is and everything, you know. So on my end, I also don't get the Pogba slander, bro. Especially a player who's constantly been being praised by his peers, you know. I'd understand if his peers, maybe Luke Shaw would be like, hey man, this guy doesn't put through to training or he parties too much. You see, if someone in the change room would complain about him, then it would be something different. But for the mere fact that no one is saying anything, that's part of the reasons why, for me, I just feel as if like he is a player who we should, you know. For me, if he signs that thing, it would be equivalent to us signing a new player, you know. And speaking of us signing new players, I mean, it's crazy, bro, how much depth we have so much depth now in our team, bro. And you look, we were leading 5-1. and we took off Greenwood as well as Paul Pogba, and then we bought it was Daniel James and Greenwood for Martial and Sancho.
Yeah.
Like levels, just like our team is really improving, gents. And like on my end, I'm buzzed, but I'm not gonna get carried away. You know, I'm not gonna get carried in any way or form. Today, I saw an article where there were discussions that we made a bid for Ruben Neves. Ron, what do you think of Ruben Neves? Do you rate the guy?
I've never really I think the most I've basically looked at Ruben Neves has been basically on PlayStation FIFA. Yeah, I've never really looked at him carefully in terms of. I'm serious. So obviously, I think in the he plays for Wolves, doesn't he? Is it
Wolves?
Yeah.
Our Wolves team.
The way I use it with FIFA, it sounds like he's more DM, defensive midfielder and stuff like that. So it's a bit. He's good. I won't lie. He's got good stats on FIFA. So yeah, he's pretty good. But I think in terms of the team chemistry, it would all depend on that. If he gels, because where he is right now in Wolves, I think he gels very well because he's got a lot of his countrymen there, if I'm not mistaken, a couple of his countrymen there. Yeah, so he gels very well with the team, and they play pretty well. I mean, if he comes to Man United, he obviously straight away has to fight with some people, with Bruno specifically, about taking certain free kicks and stuff like that. But hey, that's another story. He's pretty a robust player in terms of the middle. In terms of if we need him right now, it's difficult to say. I think obviously our current players, do we really have a defensive midfielder currently who's actually chilling there and letting Pogba be free? We don't really have one. I think that's why we're probably looking for a defensive midfielder. As long as it's not Ndombele from Spurs, I'm happy.
You don't rate Ndombele, dog.
No. Have you seen what happens at Spurs with Ndombele? He never finishes the game. He's always subbed out because the fans don't like him because they say he's lazy. He doesn't show commitment. Yeah, there's just a lot of things. And that time they got him for a lot of money, and I think it was like 60 million pounds, bro. And he's on 200k per week. Yeah, it's madness. Only for him to sit on the bench or to play. And that time he's very talented. Like he's got the talent. The talent is there.
Yeah.
Like here and there you can see.
True.
Yeah. But it's just the commitment and the consistency. Like Thabo said earlier on about Pogba. Like if we're going to win the season, we need players who are going to be consistent. If you look at Man City last season, that winning streak they went on, or unbeaten streak, I don't know, 21 or 22 games, whatever. For them to do that, they needed to have players who are consistent. Even if they're on the bench, they come on, they're consistent. You're not playing this week, you're playing next week, or you play 30 minutes, you play 40 minutes. As long as you're on the pitch, you're consistent. We can't have players who are going to be on, off. 1 week is good, next week is off. Otherwise, it's going to be, it's going to be second place, third place again, and we're going to be crying again.
Yes.
Yeah, no, indeed. And you, Thabo, dog?
With Neves, I think I see what we don't need him, but I see what the team is looking when they're looking at him as a player. We need to also remember, as a team, we have to be involved in a lot of competitions, especially tough competition this season. And if we get knocked out in the group stages of UEFA on the Champions League, we know we're going to Euro knockout stages. And Euro stages aren't easy as well. But on top of that, I think the vision of the team and Solskjaer Oli is going all out this season, and I'm very happy that he's going all out because he knows he has to win something for the club. Otherwise, we know the season we are gonna go crazy about it. Like we're not gonna wait another season where we're not gonna win a big cup. I can see League One. I can see the small. we need a big cup. We need the league or we need Champions League. That's
true.
But with Neves, we could use him long-term wise, especially as Ron said, he's a robust player. You know, he's able to play either sometimes most of the time defensive, or we can just get him to also attack at the same time. But also holding that midfield, it doesn't matter whether it's Fred, whether we have him playing with Pogba or any of the other guys at the end of the day. I think he'll be a nice player, a nice addition to the team. Not that we need him, but I would take it.
I think for depth.
Okay, I get what.
Yeah.
Oh. You see, you guys saying that we don't need him. But personally, I feel like if you add Ruben Neves to our team, it improves us. I won't say drastically, but imagine you've got Fred and Ruben Neves instead of Fred and McTominay. Because essentially McTominay's weakness is he's not really a great ball player, you know. Whereas with Ruben Neves knows how to distribute the ball. So you pair him with Fred. Fred is the tenacious one. Fred is the Kante of our team because he's got 4 lungs, essentially. I'm not saying he's bad in Kante. He is in N'Golo Kante, but he can run for a long time, right? He's a marathon runner, Fred. Like, you know, like he's a dude who can go on and on for long. And yeah, man, like him, Ruben Neves, Paul Pogba, our team would be hella offensive. That's another thing. Would be, you know, we will score a lot of goals with the inclusion of Ruben Neves. And as well, we've also solidified the back four by getting Rafael Varane, because essentially, I feel like our team was lacking, especially in the back four. Lindelof and Maguire their weaknesses were the same. They just can't track back and run. They're not good at recovery tackles. Whereas Varane now is someone who homie can you know get the tackle in, bruh. Should be Maguire be isolated, we've got someone who's quick enough to cover for him. And so at least now, bruh, if we can get like a Ruben Neves, you know, and I know it won't cost a lot. It shouldn't cost more than 40 million pounds. Because if it's more than 40, let's leave it. Like we can go somewhere else and look for another DM. But like if it's less than 40 million, then at least, and as well, he's a youngster, man. He's 24. I mean, he's still a kid, you know.
He's young.
Yeah. Hey, Ron, I can see there's someone who really wants to, you know.
Wow, Wandile is mad, bro. Wandile wins on.
Yeah.
I think Ron put it better in terms of now about chemistry. The chemistry is going to be very important if we get Neves at the end of the day. I think Fred, McTominay, they've been playing together. This core group has been playing together for a while now. Let's not lie to each other, guys. And now you've added those 1 or 2 pieces, especially in the midfield. I think it's going to be mainly about that chemistry, and it will work. Whether, as I mentioned, it will work. But in terms of first choice, second choice, I'm not too sure there, boys.
So guys, another question: who? Sorry, Ron. You can go.
No problem. I think after hearing your points there, and Thabo, your point about Neves, I think definitely in terms of the goal for the season, which obviously being winning the league, I'll just reiterate what I said and just add this. We probably would need him because in terms of depth, we wouldn't want to just only have one defensive full-out midfielder for the season. When what Thabo mentioned earlier on, we win many cups and lots of things are happening, and everything is tough all over the place. So obviously, player management is going to come into play a lot. You don't want to have a player playing on Wednesday and then you're playing on Saturday again. He's on 70%, but we make him play again. He's playing again. We're happy he's playing again, but what we don't know is that this guy is not really there. You know, he's kind of tired from Wednesday. So at least in those type of cases, we can then say, hey, look, Ruben, you play half the game on Wednesday. When you play half the game on Saturday, or you play the whole game, whatever. And that way it can help for the whole season. And then also with you were speaking about Solskjaer. Yeah. I think this is basically like he's cut time now, because this is his third season now, if I'm not mistaken. When he finished off Jose's season, we finished 6th. Last season we finished the season after that we finished 3rd, and last season we finished 2nd. So the only next position is kind of 1st right now. So we have to go first.
We have to, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I was like.
Yeah, and one last question, Jake. As far as the midfield combinations are concerned, if hypothetically speaking we would sign Ruben Neves, which combination would you prefer? Would you prefer Neves, Donny van der Beek, Matic, Donny van der Beek? You see, like right now we're in a situation where we can actually afford to rotate. Because my issue with Ole is that he doesn't like rotating, and when you don't rotate, players get injured. Look at Jurgen Klopp last season.
Yeah,
majority. He lost Van Dijk. He lost a lot of Gomez. Okay. I mean, yeah, he lost a lot of key players due to him not rotating. So on our end, from my end, like which combination would you start in midfield? Of course, we know Paul Pogba is in and Bruno are in. Those two are guaranteed. But which one would you start, Ron? Yeah. And don't say McFred.
No.
Don't say McFred.
No, not McFred. No. I think okay, with the current team, or if we get Ruben as well.
Yeah. If we get Ruben as well, it's all hypothetical at the moment.
Well, I'd like to see a Sancho Neves type of situation happening, because I know Sancho is more attacking. But Neves is obviously.
But isn't Sancho a winger? Yeah, no, I meant as in midfield combination,
like directly in the center.
Two guys in midfield. Yeah, in the center. Yeah, DM and CM. Like, which combination would you choose? Because Sancho is out wide, and Sancho should be starting in our team anyway.
But he floats. But anyway, definitely okay. If it's just the DMs specifically, it would just have to be Fred and Neves. I wouldn't even talk about Max Sauce, honestly speaking. Yeah, just Fred and Neves at the same time. Yeah.
Nah, I'm a Ron in that.
And then you, Thabo.
I'm definitely with Ron in that, because the nice thing is we've seen them do or play in the past couple of seasons. We know what they can do. And Neves has been very consistent with Wolves. He was consistent, especially when they lost Jimenez at the beginning of the season to that Arsenal game. Yeah. He was very consistent, and he would score those important, vital goals. So possibility of him being able to score and also be able to do his job in terms of the defense, I'll choose either one of the two.
Or both.
All right. And then, in closing, gents, tomorrow we're playing Southampton. Score predictions. I'll go first. I say we'll win 9-0.
Hego. Just because we did it before. I'm thinking probably a 3-1 to us.
We're not going to concede.
Yeah.
We're not going to concede tomorrow, so I'm looking at a 3-0 or 4-0.
3-0. So, is it okay?
3-0 or 4-0.
I mean, I'm still keeping mine.
I hope we don't concede, because I got Shaw. You know what I'm saying?
Same here, bro. Like, hey, likewise, I also got Shaw in my team.
Don't want that conceding stuff.
We need them points.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
And
what I know, guys, we still maintain.
Well, no, I was saying that, and in terms of I was just saying in terms of the team starting, who do you think is gonna start? Because obviously we'll only know like literally tomorrow, but who do you think is gonna start? Just the core of the team. Doesn't have to be everybody.
Of course, it will be De Gea and Okay, so of course, Tahea, Wan-Bissaka, it'll be Maguire and Lindelof again. I think most probably Varane will be maybe introduced either in the second half, especially when we are leading like 5-0, that's when it'll be like, it's just to solidify the back four, get game time. And then, of course, Shaw on the left. And then I still think he'll go with Matt Fred. I know Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, guys. He's going to go with Matt Fred. I don't like that combination. And then Paul Pogba, same team essentially. Paul Pogba on the left. I think Sancho will start. He will start. You don't think he'll start ahead of Dan James?
Yeah, he will actually. So I think he'll definitely start ahead of Daniel James. I think he's going to the bench. He played well. Don't get it wrong. He played well.
Yeah.
I think it's time. We go all out. We need to go full on attack from the way.
It's time, bro. Yeah. We now need to activate the quality, dog. It's like when you bought new pairs of sneakers, dog. Like when you get your Air Jordans, you know what I mean? Yeah. Exactly. It's that time, dog.
I
mean, gents, thank you.
Activated their thing first, but unfortunately, Son had other ideas. But we need to do it. I guess probably tomorrow.
Man City, basically, it's like wearing Timberlands in summer, right? When it's really hot. Timberlands are dope sneakers. The weather, my G. You don't rock Timbs in summer. So essentially, I feel like that's what Man City did last week. But anyway, thank you so much, for availing yourselves, guys. This has been a dope show. Guys, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Help us with the algorithm. This is the Goalpost, and we are.
Peace out.
Yes. Thanks for having us.